достаточно запас прочности, если говорить о России, то у нас все-таки 400 миллиардов долларов золотовалютных резервов, которые являются такой очень важной подушкой для кризиса. Дальновидные предприятия, организации создают свои подушки. Естественно, для того, чтобы преодолевать кризис, и преодолеем мы этот кризис, и пусть падение будет немножко большими, но нет сомнений в том, что мы из него выведем и с нашими трудностями справимся. В заключение я хочу пожелать успеха вашему важному симпозиуму, еще раз выразить сожаление, что, увы, я не с вами, и, наверное, многое выпущу, но я надеюсь, что будет стенограмма, и я с ней тоже познакомлюсь. Спасибо за внимание.
Спасибо большое за соединение. После того, что вы сказали, я очень оптимистично настроен. Спасибо. Мы знаем, как трудно было вам сегодня соединиться с нами. Еще раз спасибо. Здоровья и успехов. До свидания.
Спасибо.
I now have the honor of requesting Ambassador Gabrinos and the distinguished members of his panel to please proceed upstairs. Thank you. And we have two speakers waiting to be linked by video conferencing from Kiev and Dubai. Thank you. Ambassador, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Well, it was a very unusual, at least unexpected beginning of this conference. And I'd like to express my great appreciation for the words of wisdom uttered by academician Agan Bigan, who is a really outstanding economist and who is a seasoned economist and who managed to provide the Russian government and, as far as I know, the Armenian government with very wise advices on the most burning current economic issues. He touched upon some very interesting points which are relevant not only to Russia but to Armenia as well. For instance, he mentioned the importance and opportunities to tackle the problem of inflation. He emphasized the need to provide for the availability of cheap money. And well, although the economic policies, the current economic policies in Armenia, well, was to a big extent a success in terms of addressing some well, dents, I would say, of the economic crisis, but still these two areas will need more attention, I believe. Well, and now let me welcome you at this conference once again, and I'd like to emphasize that it's really a pleasure to open this very unique forum in Armenia. Yes, students to teachers ratio. Yes, I can continue this row of but I can halt it with singling out the most efficient criterion, and that is intellectual nobility. By this I mean all those who became nobles not by origin or blood, by their outstanding accomplishments and achievements. What did, for example, make so famous the University of Columbia? No doubt such outstanding names as a Nobel Prize winner Vasily Leontiev. What did make the Moscow School of Mathematics world-renowned? No doubt an array of names like that of Professor Kolmogorov. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really with reinvigorated, if I may say, pleasure that while introducing you a list of panelists later, I can have the honor to mention participation of the role of outstanding economic scholars and researchers, as well as practical economists and heads of Armenian government, ministers and other dignitaries whose prolific work and activities are well recognized not only in their countries but far beyond abroad. It's for this very reason that the present economic forum is a phenomenon per se, and I do hope it will enlighten all its participants with new vision and ideas which will be not only interesting but instrumental in combating the dance of the world economic crisis. The organizers of the forum, and I'd like to avail myself of this opportunity to express my appreciation of this initiative and efforts, have aptly entitled it the Global Storm. It will be naive to explain to this knowledgeable and reputed audience that crises are imminent or inevitable phenomena for an expanding market economy. What then has made it so outstanding? First of all, a high level of synergy based on accelerated global integration trends and increased interdependence of national economies. And second, the scale of its impact. According to a widely spread notion, the current economic crisis emerged out of the blue. That it was unexpected and unpredictable. I will not share this approach. All the more so, I believe that what has made this crisis different is a concurrence, using Kondratiev's terminology, of short and long-term waves. What does it mean? It means that the way out of the crisis lies predominantly in radical economic restructuring, both at international and national levels, and not only in getting some extra money for bailing out and support of sinking companies and industries. Does the above said mean that there can be a universal remedy or recipe for overcoming this crisis? The answer may be both yes and no, as given many similarities in manifestation of the crisis, its display, and even the variety of causes or roots differ appreciably from country to country. And that's why, along with the general approach to the problem, each country needs to develop its own policies and instruments in order to tackle the crisis, and still exchange of national experience in addressing new economic threats may be of utmost importance. Hence the high value adding potential of the present high-level economic forum Armenia weathering the global storm. The OSCE office in Yerevan, in accordance with its mandate, is involved in assisting the host country in developing the most efficient economic policies aimed at the build-up of a sound market national economy. We are trying to be useful in adoption of modern regulatory